Good morning, Siminico. I just unlocked the Pirate Coast Club. Awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to pause once again. I've done a little rearranging. You might notice that the nuke plants have moved at great expense to the Siminican taxpayer. That's mostly because as I was looking through here, I found that there's actually, as yet unlocked, where is it? Amusement Park Resort. There's an actual thing. So I don't know how much space I'm going to need, but I've decided to leave myself a little bit, and we might just expand all of that. So I've still got, all these other things to unlock. Hopefully that will happen soon. I guess we can look at statistics, maybe? I don't know if this actually shows children. I don't know how to get more of those. What are these? Converts? Cultists. Interesting. Well, anyway. So I've gone ahead and made a little area here, and this is kind of out of place for the midway. I just wanted to put something in there. Left all this space for the expansion. Took a few things out, like the clown show. Hopefully I'll be able to fill in more stuff along here. I don't know. Might just have to be decorations or something. Anyway, I think we're done with that for now. Now we need to look at some of this stuff. So, we can do a welfare center. That takes it down. Let's look for positives, because right now that is my biggest thing. Office buildings, financial buildings, low-rise buildings. This is, well, I mean, I had said, there's also the oil refinery, though. We should do an oil refinery. That is going to be a massive, massive expansion. We'll put it right next to the distribution center. Why not? Yeah, why not? Oil refinery right there. Good. Pollution and smog. Now, we still need... Fine. We'll put in... I mean, a hydrogen power plant would look cool. It's not like I would be doing it for any real reason. I mean, we may as well be doing it, although this doesn't affect happiness so much. Carbon exchange, what does this do? Oh, yeah. Nothing. So, I guess we can just be stacking this in here. I've kind of sacrificed this area of beach. I don't feel I will need it or use it, so we'll just fill in the power. So, now that that's taken care of, let's just run it a little bit, see what else we've unlocked. Corporate retreats and the TV network. Ah, yes, I forgot I was going to add TV stuff, wasn't I? Well, let's go ahead and add this. Well, I didn't actually see what it's going to affect. We'll put it over here, though. Why not? Well, how about over here, where it's going to be kind of in, kind of out of town, Put it right across from the tourism. Yeah, then we can spread our Siminican propaganda all throughout SimNation, or at least Siminico. So have I unlocked that yet? I think 275, or was it 250 that unlocks the final thing? Ah, yes, deportation office is something I want, and we're close to the travelers to get it. That's another reason the Chamber of Deputies. Ah, that's another big-looking building that would be good. Ministry of Thought, 275. Yes, so we're going to need to increase that. We've dipped down. That ate up a lot, but it created quite a bit of good stuff for me here. Recording studio. I don't know that I've got one in town just yet. So we'll add this somewhere. We'll add it, how about right there? A little bit closer to downtown, how about? For some reason, we'll put it right behind there. And there's a door there. Choosing to fill that in with asphalt. Yeah. And then I don't know about the rest of this. I mean, that's a space that's just never going to be filled. We will, however, do something like that. Okay. So that's done. We did not reach the positives, even though... Why? Oh, because we're in the negatives for this now. Right. Well, karaoke bar is a thing. You know what? I'm going to pause this. I hate letting this run and then not being able to... see, now, Hostel would provide me with more accommodations, but not provide me... I mean, it would defeat purposes for what I'm doing here. So karaoke bar sounds like precisely the sort of thing we need. Along here, right across from the... How about on this side? maybe not right there. How about right next to the doctor's office? Right here, because we've got this this heavy metal band thing. Sure, fits perfectly. We're getting awfully close to this industrial thing. This section of town isn't happening the way I'd envisioned, unfortunately. Maybe some of this will have to move, and some of those farms will have to go up north, because I am leaving kind of a bit of space up there. I had wanted more plantation-type stuff, but Seminico kind of modernized a little bit early. That's okay. So the monkey bars, I don't think I have any monkey bars. I don't think I have any real kid-friendly stuff anymore like that. Florists, I mean, we've kind of run the course here on what provides positives. We're going to have to put down more parks, I guess, which I can do. Speaking of, I have wanted, ever since the beginning, to put that stupid thing down, that People's Park. I guess I could put it here and create a park? I don't know. Because I've kind of run out of room for where that's going to go, too. And we are massively underpopulated right now for a lot of this stuff. So this is, I guess, where the game kind of takes a turn. And the city is now to the point, size-wise, that we are just... We can either choose to spam the same types of buildings over and over and over, or we can just fill in with pretty much everything and completely lose the theme. We are still in, I'm guessing this is capitalist, because if you look at some of these buildings, well, I guess like the casino thing, but I've noticed a few decorations on buildings that look capitalist, so maybe that's what this theme is. Anyway, back to this. I don't know, a drama school? Did we already have a drama school? I feel, ooh, that's something that's missing from campus, though, isn't it? I mean, it kind of looks a little whack for that. Looks a little bit goofy. We'll put one over here, though. How about? There. So that still didn't... So what was the thing with this? That it took books? That it took power? It only provided 5, that's why. So I guess we'll have to put gardens around places. That's a cheap and easy way of filling in. So let's go find some tiny spots that could use a little gardening. A little beautification. How about right there? Let's do... Oh, okay, fine. Let's go decoration. Medium fountain. Medium fountain's a little classier. Boom, boom, boom. But I don't know where to put it. And there's not a huge amount of places I can put it. I guess I could put like next to the clock tower, but what about just decorating this? What about adding some little bit of niceties to this? I mean, I guess it really looks out of place. Maybe there's another decoration I could find that I don't know. Jumping fountains are kind of fun, right? That would actually probably be a better thing to junk into there. We'll put one right here. How about there? Although that kind of, whatever. We'll do something with that. Yeah, perhaps not. I don't know. I'll maybe swap those. I don't know. Right now, I'm more concerned about a hedge maze. You know, just for the sake of fun, having one here would be interesting. That doesn't really fit. Doesn't fit the theme. Giant mobile. See, that's another thing that could just kind of squeeze itself in there. And it's unfortunate that it's not allowing me to put that there. Oh man, is this really going to turn into this? Where we're trying to find... How about a playground? It's a suburban playground. There's an urban one in here, though, right? Decoration, was it? Or was it a venue? Go by name. Well, maybe it's just not that. So, yeah, so it does workers. So, okay. Well, let's find that suburban one then, because that adds quite a bit. And I guess we'll just add it in here behind the park. Doesn't really fit, but whatever. Okay, 400 prosperity. Yay. So that we are, for this foreseeable future, going to be a capitalist city, which is not quite what I'd hoped for. Back to, can we, I mean, maybe we'll just have to do this. Unfortunately, we can't add prosperity with these types of homes. We can only add it with more jobs or more venues. Yeah, I can see where this is becoming a bit of a problem. Let's put in a conditioning theater. Put in a conditioning theater here. Oh, I do already have a fire station. The fire station I put over here is kind of unnecessary. But whatever. We'll keep it. We'll keep going with it. So these are the 3 and really 4 that I need to focus on. We can definitely take away some of this knowledge. So what can we do that will take away some of that knowledge? A behavioral science control facility? I mean, this is absolutely something I want in Siminico because it fits the theme wonderfully. But it's just hurting myself some more by taking away things I don't need it to take away. There we go. Negatives. Fire Analysis Center. Is that a little bit too big to really justify? I mean, fire isn't so much a problem anymore now that I've gotten rid of the arsonists in town. But you know, maybe we'll put one out here anyway. Oh. I guess it's a symmetrical building, so it just kind of looks all the same. We'll need some... How about we put in savanna trees? I keep putting in the... you know what? That looks absolutely terrible. So maybe we'll replace a few of those with the palm trees. Interesting that... Oh, I thought it was just... Oh, never mind. We'll just replace the whole damn thing. Okay, so... Balanced out, we just need to keep getting people in, and this is where this is becoming a bit of a problem. Workers' barracks. The things that only add are adding to the problems. So I was going to put more housing projects in, or at least one more, and then I was going to actually consider... We got one of those. Do we have... Man, they all look the same. Is that because there's only 2? I think there's actually 3 types. So that must be the one we don't have. I'll put that right there. Okay. So that's going to help nothing much. I mean, 15,000 people live in Siminico, but we still need workers primarily is what we need. We really need massive amounts of workers, which of course come from workers' barracks, but man, we need way more than that. We need way, way more than that. 25, I mean, this takes away from the knowledge stuff, adds massively to the population. I guess we can add 1, just kind of for funsies. It is not really within the theme, but give it a try. And then I guess we do... I don't know, the state housing doesn't really do what I want it to do, though, does it? It adds 15 workers. I guess it kind of helps fill in this area a little bit. It's kind of a stubby building here, but well, we'll just have to do it. Because we're running out of options. Unless I get one of those state housing blocks. State projects, I believe it's called. I kind of had wanted to put some of these nicer, like, townhouses and stuff, but that just doesn't really fit the theme. So what about these? I think maybe there were only 2 types of the cube apartments, right? Now, there were a few choices. We'll put that there. And these people just... Oh, man, did we... So I might have to move that. Let's go ahead and pull it out. And then... Well, I just unlocked something inadvertently. 200 productivity. Okay, that way we can just move it over 1. Now we lack the authority. So what can we add to increase the authority? Well, there are many things, in fact. We need to... This People's Concourse. That is something I definitely do want. And maybe I'll just put it here, and then we'll do, like, the monument behind it. I hate to turn this into another park, especially since we're kind of running out of room for things. But, you know what? We'll do it. Authority. Historical monument. This is something that I've wanted to be adding to this city, and I've just not been able to do it because it's been very difficult to find a place for it. So I'll probably add in some of these for some quick and easy authority. Put that right along there. Now this one's going to be a little bit off because it is off by 1. I could actually fit this fully in there, but I'm not going to do that. In fact, let's just continue on with the other side of the street. May as well. Oh, for crying out loud, would you just... Okay, and I don't know how I'm going to fix this, but I'll fix it up a little bit later, and we'll maybe there's some other things I can throw in there. The famous grave, for example, wouldn't be amiss. Maybe on this side, make it sort of the People's Plaza as opposed and in conjunction to this. And I haven't really been decorating this. I mean, we'll just I don't know. That's got stuff. So we're still in the positives, but still need to deal with people. 200 people, in fact. So what can we take away? Well, just more skyscrapers, I guess. I mean, at this point, but then we're eating away at prosperity, and we're so massively ahead on prosperity. I don't think I'm ever going to turn this city around into an authoritarian city. It's just easier, both people-wise and look at that. It's 20 workers, and it just eats into my massive amount of knowledge. As opposed to 4 workers in a loft. I mean, these are really not meant for that. We could also just go, well, that takes purely prosperity. So I guess we can keep doing more skyrise. That's, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, because that's not really what I was going for initially, but as I've said, this is kind of the point in the game where we run out of stuff like that. The ability to just be picky about the theme that I would like. And they all look pretty damn similar, actually. Can I get maybe something like that? How are we doing on the people? Well, at only 20 a pop, that's... Jeez. This is just not going to work, is it? I'm going to have to just do nothing but start spamming these. So we're going to have to probably create another section of town dedicated to just homes. And it's going to take away negatives, and the only way we're going to be able to come up... I mean, I would like to put villas in, because that's, these are like the nicer stuff. Like way out here in the middle of absolutely nowhere. What can we do with the road? I guess maybe I should just wait. I just want to line that up. Let's do this, and then we'll hit... that villa. Bring it to there. Let's see about this road. Alright. Well, I mean, that doesn't help, but... Geez, I'm really running out of options here. The number of workers, you just gotta basically spam those tall buildings. Do maybe another sleep tube somewhere? Up in here? That's pretty much the only option I've got. Maybe put it on this side? I don't know. I don't like the size of these. I might do what I did over here and just spread them out a little bit so I can make it look a little bit better for my tastes. Put one on this side. No. So they don't have to look down at this terrible budget hotel. I don't know. Man. Well, okay, so let's not do that anymore. Let's think about what to add next. We've kind of got this down, I think. More entertainment buildings. I suppose that's where this is all going to come in. As I work on building up for what will be all the prosperity buildings that I take away, they really don't look like there are many, unless I would just want to spam these piers. Looks like we're going to have a hard time increasing our wealth as well, unless I put banks everywhere in the court. More oil refineries. Seminico might have to go oil refinery. I might just have to start doing that. And I was really hoping that I could get things like the vineyards and whatnot, but we'll have to go industry, I suppose. But then we'll create a deficit of worker, which means I can then turn around and create. Unfortunately, these are jobs we're talking about, so we're compounding the problem. Once again, an epic tower. I don't know if we need that one in Siminico. Skyscrapers are enough. Well, yeah, but see, we just need. I guess we do have the option though of filling in the worker stuff with venues, using skyscrapers to make maybe. I mean that's a workplace. Oh, well, maybe I should get rid of this skyscraper then that I put down. Thought I put a skyscraper down. I did. That's jobs. I did it for the prosperity, but it's actually... We could probably find prosperity some other way, although 32 is kind of hard to knock out. Might just have to go back to the idea of the low-rise offices and kind of finesse it that way, squeezing in wherever we can, and that way I can turn right around and use the authority builders and start putting down more state televisions and all that sort of thing, because we do want to get that, and we're very, very, very close to being able to unlock some of these things, which is nice. What are we doing here? 20 or fewer workers. Ah, really? We won't be getting the Chamber of Deputies or the Secret Police. Deportation. Almost the Deportation Office. Ministry of Thought. Well, that's the one we're after. And the dosage facility. That is incredibly high. Wow. The needs for that? The state amphitheater, though. God damn. Well, I guess I see where I'm heading next. At this point, it really is, though, just a major balancing act. We can do corporate data center. That's a cheap, easy one. It is a workplace, but unless we just start spamming these kinds of things around. Lifeguard stations. We should probably have a few more of those, though. Reality. Well, yeah. So, I've got a lot of space left in Siminico, and it's all going to have to be filled in eventually. So, I guess, I don't know how much of a deficit this is really having on the mood of my people. We've only got 3 sad people, so maybe it's not such a big deal that we fill all those jobs, although 200 empty jobs is probably hurting the economy quite a bit. Anyway, I'm going to end this one here, and I guess we'll continue on next time.